Let's get straight into it. Lucas Paqueta, what an absolute disgrace. An absolute disgrace. On the day that Billy Bonds passed away, we just needed full commitment, everything for the team, and to actually play for the badge and to play for West Ham. He let West Ham down today. He massively let his teammates down. He let the club down. I'm really, really unhappy with that. If you don't know, obviously it's Liverpool, West Ham 0, Liverpool 2. No, honestly, no complaints there. The best team won. I'm not even sure we had a shot on target. I don't think we had a shot on target. Liverpool deserved to win that. We competed. We competed in areas of the pitch. Don't get me wrong. It's not like nobody put up a fight. That's not the case. But in terms of performance, in terms of trying to put something on a wounded animal, which Liverpool absolutely were, we did a really bad job today. We let them feel their way into that. The commentator had said it was a training match for Liverpool. It really, really was. All week, Arne Slot and a lot of Liverpool supporters and a lot of the commentators, people like Jamie Carragher, had basically said they don't like it up, and when they have physicality, that's when they're at their worst. That's when they struggle. We never really put anything on them. We never really tested them. And there was a number of players that let West Ham down today. Although it wasn't the worst performance you'll ever see, that was bad. That was really, really bad. But I cannot get over Lucas Paqueta. Basically, he got a yellow card for being demonstrative, for basically throwing his arms around in the air at a referee's decision. Let me just say this now. The referee was awful today. The referee was awful. I don't normally, if you're a regular watcher of the channel, I don't talk about referees on it. I really, really don't. And halfway through that game, halfway through the first half, I was thinking, is he a Liverpool fan? I thought he was bad. And that's say best team won. It's not a complaint there, but he was a bad referee. Bad referee. So I would understand anyone's frustration, but you got to play the game, right? You've got to play you've got to play to the officiating that you've been dealt, and that was very much not the case with Lucas Paqueta. He didn't like a decision, started throwing his arms around in the air, and then he got a booking. Now at that point, he starts to get annoyed, and he wants to walk forward. He wants to talk to the referee. He wants to confront the referee. I will get to some of the players and the performance at the end of this video, and I know this is strictly not a review, but this is just how I'm feeling at the moment. I'm feeling very, very annoyed. At that point, Jarrod Bowen just didn't do enough. He was passive, was nowhere near assertive enough. And I don't say this in hindsight. I've done a video on this channel, basically, I don't know, a month ago or something like that, saying, look, at this point, the rules have changed. You used to be able to have a captain who could lead by example. Actually, I thought he's done that on a few occasions recently, and I actually thought he was. In fact, I gave him a really good rating for the Bournemouth game. Let me just get that right. But I've said because of the change in rules, where now only the captain can talk to the referee. We need somebody that is more demonstrative, more authoritative, somebody that can carry authority and not be passive, because the rules have changed. He is not that. He should have dragged. It should have dragged Paqueta away. It was obvious. It was obvious to everybody watching that Paqueta was about to talk himself into a red card. At that point, I need the captain to stop it happening. You can do one of two things. You can either drag him away yourself, or you can say to one of your other players, there weren't basically whoever, I don't care, Mavropanos to Debo, drag him, get him away now. Now. That's what you say. Dinos, get him away. Drag him away now. You message to the bench, Gaffer, get him off. You say to the referee, I'm gonna get him off now. I'm gonna get you. You take charge of the situation. He didn't. He let it all unfold. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming. I don't want people to say this. I'm not blaming. This was Paqueta's fault, and he absolutely let himself down. He let his teammates down. But you could see it unfolding, and it could have been stopped. I think that's the point. If we weren't so desperate at the moment, I probably wouldn't want to see Paqueta play for us again. But we are desperate, and he probably is our most talented player. Not that you saw it in this game, but and we're in a situation where beggars can't be choosers. I guess we're going to need him if we're going to dig our way out of it. But I couldn't help but look at this. I mean, does he want out in January? He clearly wasn't happy with how it was going. As I say, he clearly wasn't happy with the referee. I understand that the referee was crap. Anyway, there you go. And as far as the game was concerned, we got what we deserved in that. There's no doubt about that at all. I felt Areola, without being brilliant, kept us in it in the first half. Um, I thought Magassa was good. I thought he was really good. I thought he got booked for a perfectly legitimate tackle, a really, really good tackle. I thought what I was talking about earlier when I felt somebody needed to apply some energy and to battle, I thought he gave us that. I was very impressed with Magassa today. Not everybody played badly. In fact, not that many people played badly. But there was just so many that were just ticking over. We had no attack at all. I felt terribly sorry for Callum Wilson because I thought he was really good today. Bearing in mind he was being asked to do something that he probably can't do. We didn't give him any chances at all. Juff missed every cross he attempted, so there was no ammunition coming from that point. I wasn't sure we'd miss Somerville. We did. That's the truth of the matter. I thought Fernandez was really good, really, really good, particularly in the first half. I thought some of the stuff that he did, one particular dribble and then a ball through to Wilson was magnificent. There was some good stuff. I thought Tadibo was carried on his really good work. I don't think you could place any fault at Tadibo's door today at all. I don't think that was the case. Mavropanos, you saw the good, the bad, and the clumsy from him. Unfortunately, he sort of had a role to play in both goals. That being said, their first goal, which was Isak, it's always written in the stars, I guess, wasn't it, that Isak was going to score in this game. If you've ever got a striker that can't score, that's on a bit of a barren run and is doing crap, then just come and play West Ham. We'll sort that statistic out for you. I thought, just try and watch it back in my mind's eye now, but I think Wan-Bissaka sort of vacated his space. He tried to press out too quickly, and I guess Magassa had taken up that space, but I think it was then Gakpo had gone into the area where Wan-Bissaka probably should have been. I thought Mavropanos just did not know where Isak was. So, I mean, you could probably blame 3 or 4 people in the build up to that goal. The second goal, it doesn't matter as much because we were down to 10 men at that point and it was gone. But I felt that Mavropanos could have contested the header, and I don't wish to dig him out too much. I wanted him in. If I had my choice, it would have been Kilman coming out and Mavropanos going in. So I can't complain about that. But there were times when he was at his clumsy worst. There was one point he sort of went marauding out of defence in the first half, went for a tackle to try and recover, got caught out. We were quite lucky there, really. We got lucky. There were a few clumsy players. I thought Juff had a clumsy performance as well. There wasn't a lot to get your teeth into in that game as a West Ham fan. I was really disappointed because I didn't feel we ever truly went for it. There was a little bit in the second half when Guilherme had come on, and Guilherme had a good run, and he had a choice to either shoot or play Wilson, and he sort of did neither. He sort of delayed and yeah, I mean that was that. I'll discuss it more in the next few days. I'm frustrated. I'm quite annoyed actually with what's happened today. I'm sure because of all the stuff that's happened with Billy Bonds and everything like that. It's just made it feel worse. I think I was guilty of thinking, and who knows? Everybody can respond differently, right? I think I was guilty of thinking that it might give us. We'd fight for the badge. Everyone would fight for the badge a bit more, and I didn't feel that was the case. I didn't feel it was totally limp. There's worse performances this season, but I just thought we'd go for it. I really thought Paqueta let us down. Really, really let us down. Yeah, that's as annoyed. I think that's as annoyed as I am with a player since Masuaku did the spitting. I think I've not been that annoyed since then with a single player. Look, you can make mistakes, and as I say, I think Mavropanos probably made a couple of them. I thought Juff was pretty crap today, but you can't criticize his attitude. You can't criticize Mavropanos' attitude. What we saw from Paqueta was not good enough. Not good enough at all. Look, Nuno's got a lot to work on. He's got a lot to work on before January. We desperately need a winger. We desperately need a striker. We really, really do. As you know, that was it was quite humbling to see Bowen involved as little as he was today as well. Liverpool were there to be got at, and we didn't get them. We didn't go at them at all. We did not test them. They were under pressure. Arne Slot was desperate for a result. They were desperate, and oh man, I just thought by the end of it, I thought you couldn't have played anyone better than West Ham. We're lucky. As I come to record this, I think Forest were losing 2-0 to Brighton. I think Wolves were 1-0 down. I mean, we might get lucky with that. This is not good enough. This is nowhere near good enough. And I know, I'm pretty certain that he's a big favourite of Espirito Santo. Paqueta, he's going to need to do something else here. He's going to need to, start tutoring maybe Fernandez in his position, in Paqueta's position, because you can't rely on him with that. He missed the last game through suspension. He comes on, he does that. I am disgusted. I'm absolutely disgusted by it. And I'll tell you what, if you want to play Magassa and Potts and Fernandez, I don't mind that midfield at all. I quite like it. You're going to need to do something else on the left. Hopefully, Somerville comes back. We need to buy a winger. There's no doubt about that at all. We need another winger. Need a striker. We need another centre back as well. I'm pretty annoyed with everyone. I'm annoyed that the board have left us in this position. I think they're a disgrace. Actually, I've just watched so much of the football over the last little while, and you look at so many teams. They've got so much pace, and this is not in hindsight. I've been banging on about pace for years on Hammers Chat, years and years. So you can't just blame it on one manager or one director of football. You know, we've got a set of owners who love getting involved and bringing players in, and that they've overseen all of this. How have they let us get to a place situation? We've got such a lack of pace in the team. We need some fast players. I want a fast centre back, fast forward, fast winger. Yeah, that's what we need, and we need to cut our reliance on Paqueta. He's shown today he cannot be relied upon. He cannot be relied upon. He's an absolute disgrace. I'll tell you what, it was completely self-indulgent today. It was all about me. I'm annoyed with this decision. He knew it. I swear he knew it. He knew he was going to get himself sent off. He knew he was going. You will not convince me otherwise, and that's why I'm so annoyed. He knew. He knew. I bet. I can't lip read. I don't know. It's not rugby, so he's not mic'd up. I know they do the announcements on VAR, but you can hear everything on rugby. I bet that referee said, I didn't like him and I thought he was crap and I thought he was biased. I bet he said, you're going to get sent off. I think there was a point where, I can't remember, one of the Liverpool players, maybe, I don't know, maybe Curtis Jones, I don't know, someone was trying to take him away as well. I bet one of the Liverpool players, other people were saying to him, as well as the referee, you're going to get sent off. He knew he was going to get sent off. He knew it. He absolutely knew it, and he went through with it anyway. I think he knew it. Man, I'm really, really annoyed. I'm really annoyed. And I know people are going to say in the comments, the rest of it, I'm going to get text. Oh, you seem more annoyed than normal. I am. I'm really annoyed. But anyway, I'm leaving it there. I'm going to stop talking about it because I've got the right ump with that. Massive letdown, Luca Paqueta. I'm going to go and do a thumbnail now with a naughty looking Lucas Paqueta. He is on Father Christmas's naughty list. He's on my naughty list. There's no doubt about it. He's let everyone down today on a day. We needed everything from West Ham. We need to be proud of West Ham. We needed our players to harness the spirit of Billy Bonds, and that was utter nonsense from him. Utter nonsense. I want to say I'm going to calm down. I'm going to calm down tomorrow. I actually want to say I'm done with him. I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. But we can't, beggars can't be choosers. We're going to need him between now and the end of the season. That's if he wasn't trying to play for a January transfer there. We need to wean our way off him now. We need to wean our way off him. That's for him. Nuno, he's going to need to sort something out in January to get some sort of attack. I don't mind sitting back. I don't mind defending. Honestly, I promise you, I don't. But you can't have games where you have no shots on target, so he's going to need to get some counter-attacking players. That's not his fault. He doesn't have any. That is absolutely everyone else's fault. The board's fault, recruitment, all that type of stuff. you can. This guy needs fast players, and he needs them, and he's going to need to sort it out. But there's a real lack of intensity today. Real lack of intensity. Right, I know I keep saying I'm going to go. I am going to go now. I'll catch up with you tomorrow.